much more as a business person. I've been sent to represent a particular company in Zimbabwe called Dinson Steel, which has just started producing steel on a global level in Zimbabwe. So when you see BYD cars, when you see Tesla cars, you see all those electric cars, there's nickel in the battery. The battery is coming from Tsingshan because of the Indonesian operation. So the same company looked at the stainless steel industry in the world. So for every teaspoon which you have on your table, they account for one of every teaspoon in the whole world. So in stainless steel, they are number one in the whole world. Why am I saying this? I'm giving the context of where we brought them to Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is a major resource for chrome. There are three major alloys in steel. The first one is nickel for the teaspoons and all the nickel pipes. For the stainless steel pipes. The second major alloy for steel is ferrochrome. To produce, if you look in this building, it's all steel. If you look across the river, it's all steel. If you look across the buildings, it's all steel. Steel, carbon steel is to nations what food is to human beings. You understand? Carbon steel is to nations what food is to human beings. So if you are in steel as a country, it's given that you are the most prosperous country in the whole world. What made England be what it is today was production of steel. What made Germany a powerful player, being before America, is steel. What America made America what it is today, is the biggest, foremost power in the world, is steel. What has made China be ascended today as a major power is steel. Now, Zimbabwe has become what all these countries have been to the world in terms of Africa in steel. Last 4 months ago, we started producing carbon steel in Zimbabwe at a global class level with this company which I was describing to you earlier on. The reason is that Zimbabwe has got the third largest or second largest ferrochrome resource in the whole world. 600 kilometers of what is called a Great Dyke, a geological formation of nothing but chrome. So if then Zimbabwe also, we are a landlocked country, but we have one of the biggest sources of iron ore in the world. Our quality of iron ore is up to 60%. So this resource is far away from the sea. We can't be Australia, we can't be Brazil, we can't be Indonesia or South Africa in export of steel. So the only way we could get value out of our steel was to find a world-class producer to come and build steel plants in Zimbabwe. When you produce steel, the value is added. So it's easier and more valuable for you to go to sell it to the coast.
I'm here to talk to you about the vital role aviation plays in building economies through global trade and partnerships. In the toughest of times, the countries which have invested in their own quality airlines and airports don't just survive, they thrive. The countries that haven't are forced to rely on third-party providers to move their people and goods. This costs money, loses valuable revenue, and puts economies at risk through reliance on outside third parties. Dubai in the 1980s was a little-known Middle Eastern city. Now Emirates is a top 5 airline in the world with 270 aircraft serving 135 cities in 85 countries, and Dubai is a world-leading trade partner. Dubai Airport has grown to become a global hub, handling 500,000 flights in 2024, with 93 million passengers. That generated $3.2 billion in taxes and $2.5 billion in duty-free sales. Forward-thinking leaders are constantly innovating to make their country first choice for business and tourism, and then the money rolls in. Backward-thinking political leaders make the journey for businesses obstructive, low quality, and time-consuming, so people just simply go elsewhere. Aviation is a major contributor to the global economy. It supports around 87 million jobs worldwide and generates around $3.5 trillion in economic activity, which is around 4.1% of global GDP. The movement of goods and people fuels economic growth. Every nation that prioritizes aviation enjoys heightened economic benefits, from tourism revenue to increased foreign direct investment. With companies like mine or other aviation companies, governments can achieve economic prosperity. They can reduce unemployment and set a clear path for long-term growth, building a sustainable legacy for our future generations. Aviation is not a luxury, it is an economic necessity. It is the engine that drives global trade, facilitates economic growth, and connects the world. Thank you very much.
My name is Dennis Idahosa, and by the grace of God, I'm the Deputy Governor of Edo State, and I'm here to discuss with investors here across the world. Edo State is situated in southern part of Nigeria and is strategically located within the country, a gateway state linking north and south of the country and bordered by several states within the region. Edo State serves as a central hub to trade and commerce, and its capital city is Benin, and is renowned for its historic significance and vibrant culture, served by major roads and rail networks, further enhance accessibility to other parts of the country. Edo State is rich in natural resources and poses a favorable business environment, making it an attractive destination for investors. The state government has pursued policies aimed at creating a conducive atmosphere for investment, including enhancing infrastructure, providing security, and offering incentives for both local and foreign businesses. In the area of infrastructure, the state government has continuously embarked on road construction and rehabilitation, hereby enhancing the expansion and accessibility of communities in the state. In its recognition of importance security plays in private-driven economy expansion, the state government has invested heavily in the formulation and implementation of security-related policies and the procurement of high-power technology equipment in combating crime, thereby creating peaceful and conducive environment for businesses to thrive. Why invest in Edo? Edo State is one of the South-South states in Nigeria. The South-South state consists of about 6 states, but Edo is central in the heart of Nigeria. Why invest in Edo State? Edo State government has introduced several incentives and policies designed to attract and support investors, including tax incentives, business-friendly regulations, available resources in Edo. Edo is endowed with vast agricultural land, varieties of solid mineral, water resources with numerous rivers and freshwater bodies, and cultural heritage that foster tourism, offering numerous investment avenues. Infrastructural development in Edo. Edo State has made significant investment in infrastructure, including roads, electrification, and telecommunication to support businesses. The state government is keen on improving the ease of doing business through streamlined processes for business registration, permits, and land acquisitions. The other incentives include, we have set different agencies to help foreign investors, in terms of investing in our dear state. One is a Edo Job Scheme. This initiative focuses on reducing unemployment through skill acquisition, leading more employment workforce. Edo Innovation Hub, a tech incubator aimed at supporting startups and fostering innovation within technology and entrepreneurship sector. In terms of partnership, The state has entered into a partnership with international organizations, development partners to bolster its business ecosystem and infrastructure such as IDH, Sustainable Trade Initiative. The other one is Edo State mining policy. This framework outlines clear regulations and procedures for mining sector. The other one is streamlining the processes for the acquisition of mining consent from the host community to promote investors' participation. While the last one is creating partnership with energy provider to support production of minerals. Compressed natural gas plays a key role in the state energy strategy, offering environmental benefit compared to the traditional fuel. Also, it is worthy to note, to mention, that with the recent advancement of decentralization of energy regulation, allows states like Edo to play a more active role in power generation, contribution, investment, facilitation. What then are the key benefits of investment in Edo State? The government support incentives. Edo State offer investment-friendly policies, tax incentive, and streamlined licensing for power sector investors. The second one is a strong industrial demand with rapid industrialization and urban expansion. That is high demand for reliable electricity in sectors such as manufacturing, agriculture, and technology. In conclusion, Edo State stands as a beacon of investment potential in Nigeria, driven by strategic location, demographic advantages, and pro-business government initiative. The ongoing effort to improve infrastructure and encourage reform present a solid foundation for investors seeking to tap into Nigeria's growing economy. With rich natural resources and diverse sector for opportunity, Edo State is undoubtedly a prime destination for both local and international investors. Thank you very much, and God bless.
His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, now Dr. Dennis Idahosa, professional doctorate degree in leadership and management.
First, let me thank the Executive Governor of Edo State, my principal, distinguished Senator Hon Dr. Having completed the 100 days in office, we had the privilege and the opportunity to brief in a kind of town hall setting to let the leadership of our party and all critical stakeholders from different sectors to know what we have achieved in 100 days in office. It was a spectacular event. We had the privilege to give stewardship of what we have done in 100 days in office. In line with that, I was also invited to speak in Leaders Without Border conference alongside with the parliamentarians in House of Lords here in UK, with a host of other captain of industry, ministers from different countries. I had the privilege to speak and also to sell Edo to the world. It was a great event. We were able to talk about area of agriculture, energy generation, security, and the list goes on. It was a spectacular event. I had the privilege to represent Edo very well, and I'm very grateful for that. The job responsibility of a deputy governor is to work alongside with his principal, which is the executive governor of Edo State. I work with the governor as a very loyal and committed and reliable ally. He has been able to find me worthy and competent to be able to go out there and hold investors to Edo State. We have a lot of natural resources in Edo, so we have to take the message to the world. We are not going to rely on the federal allocations that come to the state, we are going to use foreign investors' resources to build the door of our dream. So that's why His Excellency Distinguished Senator Hon Dr asked me to come. And we are not going to stop here. We are going to sell Edo to the whole world, not just to the United Kingdom. Before now, prior to our assumption in office, the previous government usually used consultants to do things like this. But this time around, we are not paying consultants. We are doing it ourselves. Considering the large deposit of natural resources in Edo and what the kind of potentials that we stand to gain if we get foreign investors to develop and also invest in Edo, it will create job opportunity, it will reduce insecurity, and if possible, by the grace of God, we'll have constant electricity in our state. So it's not going to be usual. We are going to think outside of the box. If you expect extraordinary things, you have to be able to do extraordinary things. So we believe and we are confident that there is nothing in this world that is impossible if you put your mind to it. So we have assured the Edo people, we promise them, based on our campaign promises, that we are going to do things differently, practical governance, things that they can see, things that they can relate to. So we have assured them, and we need to bring it to bear. So that is why we are going outside of our country, outside of our continent, to ensure that foreign investors do come in line with our campaign promises, to develop Edo with foreign investor resources, not with federal allocation. So we have to think outside of the box to do things in an extraordinary way. Proud of this, in 2014, I was a commissioner for investments and PPP in Edo State under the leadership of Adam Sali Oshomole. So my job responsibilities was to go out there and woo investors to come in and invest in Nigeria, especially in Edo State. And we were able to do that perfectly well. And that's how we brought the steel manufacturing company in Bobauha, and even the Azura power plant. So that's how those multinational investors came and invested in Benin. So this time around, we want to use this platform God has given to us. As the governor and deputy governor of Edo State, my principal had given me the permission to go out there and woo investors to our state. So for us to do that, I'm going to leverage on my experience as someone that have lived in the West for over a decade to harness foreign investors to come to Edo State and invest. And also, even our people, our brothers and sisters from Edo that are currently in diaspora, they have a lot of resources, but because of the perception of what has been happening, so they are very uncomfortable to invest. But we are going to assure them that whatever they want to do, they can do it through Diaspora Commission to ensure that their investment is safe and secure. So it's not just reaching out to the foreign investors, but even our brothers that are in overseas are also welcome in this scheme. So be rest assured that we are sure of what we are doing, and we are going to bring development, massive development through the foreign investors to Edo State. The Executive Governor of Edo State, Distinguished Senator Hon Dr, have come up with a lot of policies, programs that we are going to build on. It's more or less like a foundation. We cannot do anything without a right legislation, and he has made that available to us. So, and someone that have lived in the West and that is completely loyal and committed to his principle, I am willing to walk in line with his vision and plan for Edo. And we know ultimately Edo people will be proud of his leadership.